Hey, so I wanted to show you how you can go into Sprout Studio and create mini sessions. So what we're first going to do is we're just going to be on our home page. Now we're first going to go into schedulers. Now this is with the idea that you already have a um, systems or an entry set up for the package that you are selling with your mini session. This is assuming that you already have that set up in your services or your packages and then a booking proposal for it. So we're going to walk through the steps. First, we're going to start with schedulers right over here on this left side. So I'm going to start from scratch. As you can see here in my account, I have a lot of them already set up, but we're just going to go to add new. And we're just going to, for the sake of this one, just type this as fall mini sessions. Now first going to go to availability. And this is where we're going to put in our dates. So let's just say that we're putting in our dates as October 7th. And I am going to open up a window of mini sessions from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to click on add new. And I'm going to put it on this day only. And let's just say I want to add a second date of mini sessions, like on the 14th. And I'm going to do that again from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to click on add new. And we're going to put on this day only. And we're not clicking on all Saturdays because we just want these two dates. Now, we're scrolling down just a little bit and we are going to put under the booking window, we're going to put start and end. And it will make sense why you don't just put an ongoing thing, because your calendar is going to get real funky if you don't put a start and end date. So let's do the dates in October. So we don't have a rolling window of dates where you just have to like roll through. So it's just going to pop up your calendar as October in this case. Um, Now, this is where you would set how many days notice you want before your session. Do you want, or for people to book your sessions? Now, do you want people to be able to book all the way until the day of, or do you need to give them some time to prepare? So you can choose that here. Now we're going to scroll down just a little bit more and we're going to click here how long your sessions should be. Do you want to have your sessions be 15 minutes or 30 minutes, 60 minutes? You get to choose, and you can even put custom. A lot of mini sessions are 15 minutes, so that's what we're going to do. And we're not going to put a buffer for me before or after the events. And I am doing that because I want my mini sessions to be back to back. But you can do, a buffer if you prefer. Now we're going to scroll down just a little bit more. Here, this is where we get to decide, do you want people to be able to reschedule their time or not? Do you want to manually approve their time or not? Do you want it to be an auto thing? Usually with mini sessions, you're going to want this to be an auto approve. And most of the time, we're probably not going to do rescheduling because it's a mini session and those are usually on a specific date. And then the date length. This is something I'm trying to kind of figure out. So I think I'm going to put 15 minutes here because that's how long my sessions are. That's something I need to figure out because I can't quite figure that one out. Your communication. This is where if you want to add a questionnaire, I do not recommend a questionnaire because you're going to lose people at booking that way. But then you can put in a new pop-up message for when they get to your booking page, or you don't have to. It's up to you. Also, here, this is under date details. This is where you can put the address of your mini sessions if you want to. And then if you want to put any details about the session, here you can. Oops, 50-minute. Okay, if I could type, that'd be great. 15-minute session, 5 digital images, and then like whatever your price is. Man, I keep typing ones incorrectly. That would be great if I could do that right. Okay, and then here, if you want to, you can put this scheduler directly out there, but that is not what I recommend. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and save this. Now, I need to make sure we're going to type in a sample here so I don't have that confused with my other calendar. Did I put stop breaking? Sorry, my child's talking to me. All right, so now we're going to save that again. So now we have it as a sample fall mini session. Okay, so now we're back here where it says schedulers. Now we're looking over here on the left side. We're going to go way down here to the bottom and we're going to click on booking pages. And then we're going to click on add new. And we're going to type in sample booking page. And the first thing we're going to do is add a scheduler for the shoot date. And we're clicking on sample fall mini session and we're going to click on add. Now here we have a blank booking proposal. So what I am going to do, and remember earlier I said this is with the assumption that you have a booking proposal set up for the session you're selling or that you're advertising for. So what I'm doing is I'm going to click on apply template and I'm going down here and we're going to click on mini session and we're going to click on apply template and overwrite. So when I do this, it's going to pop up with my mini session. And this is the template that I already have, and we're going to go ahead and click the shoot type as family, so it will pop up in my feed that way. And then here you can see that I have a 15-minute mini session and then an upgraded mini session where people have that option. And then I have some upsells that I offer in here in case somebody wants to buy those at the last minute. And I see here I need to reorder this. I'm going to move this up. Okay, and now I'm going to set that order. All right, and then here you can see my mini session contract is already here. And then I'm going to click on schedule and I'm going to click on add payment schedule. And I'm going to create a new schedule. That's the only thing that won't pull over is if you have a payment schedule that is based on a smart date, like 1 week before your session, that payment schedule will not pull over with your template, and you have to do it on the back end when you're creating that booking page. So I'm just going to type in mini session, and for me personally, I do a 50% retainer and a 50% remainder 1 week before the session. So we're going to go in here and click on add payment, and we're going to put in 50% deposit, and we're going to put it automatically populates the on order date, and then we're going to click on add payment. We're going to click on remaining balance, and we're going to do relative to shoot date, and it should be before, and it should be 7 days prior to the shoot date. And then we're going to click on save. And now one thing that I forgot to do is we're going to go up here. Oh, booger. It took out my scheduler when I did that. Okay, so we're going to go back up here to fall mini session and we're going to add it. Okay, and then let's see if it kept my, okay, it did keep it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on show details, and now this is something that has gotten me a few times. So this is something that we have to pay attention to. If we're going to expect that someone has paid for their session and signed their retainer in order for their session date to be secured, not just their time picked and their contract signed, we need to click on once paid. So that will be the only way that their session is officially booked, because otherwise they will think their session is booked and they will think that they are done, but you have not been paid and that session time has not been secured. So now we are going to test this out. So we're going to click on make live, and then let's see what it looks like. So we're going to click on view and see. Excuse all of my tabs because I'm a crazy person. All right, so here it looks like this is a mini session intro that I have for a previous mini session. So on the welcome message, this would be something that I would need to change. So just make sure your wording here is a little different. I'll show you how to do that. That just to show you real quick, that would be changed right here under welcome message, and then we edit it there. So we're going to scroll down, get started, and then we can see our 2 dates here. Now, the reason I had you choose earlier the start and end date instead of having a rolling window was because if I had chosen the rolling window, when you open up the calendar, it was going to show September, and then September doesn't have any open dates. So then it's going to look to the client like there's no open dates, and then it has to like populate all these dates. So now it only shows you October. So you can click on, let's just choose the time of 3:15 to 3:30. You're confirming your time. And then here we can see, well, apparently my picture went away for this. So we don't have it anymore. Yep, it's gone. So here we can see what it would look like for a mini session or an upgraded mini session. And then we have the different upgrade options. And then let's choose the mini session. And okay, so here we can see there's a $75 retainer and then a $75 remainder, and it did populate to 7 days before that session, which is September 30th. So they're choosing that time. Then it's going to take them to the login page or to the account page. So if they already are a client of yours and they have used the Sprout system before, they can click right here on log in and they can log into their portal. Or if they are a brand new client, they can add all their information here. And then just for the sake of well, I don't know that I actually have a portal, probably not. So I'm going to add myself here. I'm probably going to create 14 contacts for myself, but the next screen should be the contract. Maybe if it wants to go. Yeah, so here's our contract, and then sign the contract. Da, 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 da. And we're going to accept and pay. I'm not going to pay myself for it, but this would be the invoice. And then once they have the invoice, then the session will be booked. So that is how we set up mini sessions.